Hey everyone, thanks for coming to check out my video. Today I'm going to be running you through the basics of an Opencart installation. So I have set up a demo installation for us to run through just on my domain. So basically this is what I will install and then make modifications to if I were to do your Opencart website. Now this is primarily for my own clients just to give them a basic training of the Opencart system, and for anyone else that is interested in signing up with me, this will go through all the features that Opencart can do. So by default, this is the Opencart design. So you've got the basic category layout, a homepage slider. So this will actually slide through different images. These guys have a brands menu down here and a featured items. So then down the bottom, this pretty much every Opencart design has something similar to this, whereby there's information menu with the about us, delivery information, that sort of stuff. You got your customer service, so contact us, return, sitemap. You got extras, and then you got their account. So when someone signs up with you to place an order, they can go here and view their order history, their wish list, and their account details. So we'll open up the dashboard. So you can get to the dashboard by just simply typing in your domain and then /admin, and it comes up with a login screen. So I've just entered the username and password, and we click login, and you come up with your administration dashboard. So this is what you'll see as soon as you log into the website. So in the top left here, you've got total sale. You've got some basic statistics of the website. So starting here, we've got total sales this year, orders. Then you got, here's another main one, number of customers. So the number of customers that have actually signed up with you. And then you've also got number of affiliates here. Now what an affiliate is, they'll actually be able to sign up with your program and promote your website and receive a fee for any sales they generate for you. So by default it's about 5%. We can turn this system off for you, but I do advise that you do leave it, because you never know, someone might come along, really love your products and want to promote and make a bit of money out of you, and also make a lot of money for you. So up the top we've got the menu here. We've got this is where you'll spend most of your time in catalog. So you've got a few different options here. Then we've got extensions, we've got sales, system, and reporting. So the reporting is where you'll go to view maybe month by month statistics, or day by day, or however you want to view it. You can get all the information about what customers have placed orders and when they're placing orders with you. So first things first, we'll go into catalog and we'll go to categories. So to set up a product, you first need to set up your manufacturers, and you need to set up your categories. So by default here, here's the list of categories. So you've got your primary categories here, and so let's say components, and then you've got your subcategories, so components and then mice and trackballs. And you can go as many subs as you like here's a third level category, so you got components, monitors, and then test 1. You can go as many levels as you want, but I highly advise you stick to 2, or 3 at the absolute maximum. If you go too deep at categories, it just becomes too many clicks for your customer to actually find the product, and you need it to be as simple as possible for them to find that product. Otherwise you have the chance of them clicking away from your website and you're losing that sale. So to insert a new category, you just, in the top right hand side here, you just click insert, and this will come up with the category setup option. So here we've got a category name, so we'll just type in test 1. Now meta tag description and meta keyword description, you don't have to worry about them. They're for a search engine optimization perspective. Basically someone like me can come along and help you modify your website, but there is nowadays there is a risk of you actually over optimizing. Just a second. There is a risk of you over optimizing your website. So you kind of want to avoid these. You just really want to do the description down here. Now the description of the category. Let's open up a category. Okay, so if we open up the desktop category here, this is the description here. So they've got a category image, and then they've got the category description. So this description, you can include anything you want. You can bold the text, anything like that. You can insert images in there as well. So as we're creating it here, so we'll just go with this. This is a test description. And what you can do here is say we wanted to do this, we can select that, we can bold it, we can italic it, and we can underline it. We can do anything like that we want to here. It's pretty much just like a basic Word document. You can insert something here, so you can paste something in if you want to. But basically, so once we've done the category name, once we've done the description, you got to click data in the top left and parent. Now parent, if we want to create a subcategory, this is where you got to enter the parent. So say this test 1 category was a subcategory of desktops. You type in the category there and it comes up in a drop down. You just click that. So this will now be created as a subcategory under desktops. Filters you don't have to worry about. SEO keyword you also don't have to worry about that, because I will install a module for you that will automatically create these for you. But just for this demo, I'll enter that in. Now image. This is the image here, so you get pretty much one image for the category. Just do the best image you can find that describes that category. You don't have to worry about it. It just simply removes the image if you don't do it. You really do need a category description, but the image not so much. So then the next option here is top. So you have the choice here to display the category in the top menu bar. This will only work for top parent categories, so the top category. So it obviously won't work for this one because we're creating this as a subcategory. But if we were to create a desktop category, we can click this, and then it will show up in this top menu bar here. Now some designs are limited to the amount of categories you have here. So this is where this comes into effect, where you can say you have 10 main categories, you can limit it to only show 3 or 4 if that's all the design will suit. Columns down here. Now if it is a main category, again this is where this comes into play, and say you are to highlight the main category and your subcategories pop up, you may want 2 columns of subcategories because you have more than 10 subcategories. So it might be easier to list it 2 columns of 5, or 5 columns of 2 if you really want to go that way. That's up to you, and that's where you select it there. And once that's done, that's pretty much the whole thing. You don't have to worry about any design. You just pretty much ignore the design that's not needed on your part, and then you just in the top right hand side here, you just click save. And what that will do is that'll create desktops here and test 1. So that's pretty much your category creation, and I'll show you how that comes into effect later on when we create a product. And so the next thing you want to be doing is manufacturers. So here by default we've got the 6 manufacturers. So to create a manufacturer, it's just like categories. You click insert, enter the manufacturer name. Don't have to worry about, just a second, sorry about this. There we go. Okay, you don't have to worry about the stores. That's really just for really advanced stores whereby they have a physical store in multiple locations. You don't have to worry about SEO keyword because again that will be automatically generated, but for now I will enter it because I don't have that set up. And you can set up a category image just like you can set up a manufacturer image just like you did with the categories. So where this comes into play is down the bottom here, extras, brands. If you click on that, it will show all the categories that have been created. So what I'll do is I'll open up all the manufacturers that have been created. So once I've opened up Apple, here are all the products that have been created and have the manufacturer set to Apple. So it's basically just a filter for Apple products. Now what this also can do with the manufacturers is once a product's created, it will actually just tell them here what the brand is. So this really works for people that are searching for products based on a brand. So for this sort of thing, so a computer screen like this, and someone is actually searching for Apple Cinema 30-inch, then basically you have to have that brand name because it really does help with on-site search engine optimization modifications, but it does also help them later on then to be able to filter down by that manufacturer if they wish. So we'll go back to the home page, and that's the manufacturer setup. So we just hit save again on the top right hand side, and just created the manufacturer here. Now the next thing before creating a product is options. Now before I talk about options, there are a couple other things. The difference between options and attributes. Now when I first started doing Opencart sites, these two really confused me, but in short, you don't have to worry about attributes. With this demo store, attributes are used to basically allow a user to compare two items. So what that does is, say there are two computers up there, it allows the user to tick on both and click a compare button. Now what the comparison that will open is those two computers, and will go through whatever attributes entered. So one of the things is the CPU. So whatever the speed of the CPU is, or how big the hard drive is. So one hard drive might be 50 gig, 500 gig, one hard drive might be 800 gig. And so what this will do is it will line up those two together and show the user then and there the difference between the two computers for the attributes entered. I personally don't use this for any of my client stores at the moment. I just think it just adds extra time to the creation of the product, and it is a bit hard to monitor, and I don't see it as something that many people are using at the moment. So you don't really have to worry about that, but then options is something that you will use. Options are something that allows the user to buy based on size or color, and basically allows you to offer them different variations of the same product. So with a ribbon I've got for one of my clients, they want the option to do a blue ribbon and a yellow ribbon. So what Opencart allows them to do is upload two different stock counts for each of them, and actually allows you to have two different prices for each of them. I'll go into it a bit more when I show you how to set up a product, but for now this is the option setup, which has to be done before you do the products. So what I'll do is I'll open up the size. So here's the size here. Now, so this is already set up, so I'll just quickly run you over it. So you've got the option name here, size, and now the type. Now the type is basically what it shows to the user on the product page. So if I go back to MacBook, I'll see if this one has... Okay, this one's got a few different options. So it's got the option of the color, which is a select option. So you've got select, radio, checkbox are the three main that you'll use. So here we've got the select option. So this is what the select one looks like if you selected that one. Here's the radio option, and here's the checkbox option. So you can see each of them might be useful in different scenarios. I normally only use the select one because it squishes down the product page a little bit more, compresses it to make it look a bit nicer. So it's on select now, so we'll leave that. Now adding an option. So you just pretty much click add option value in the bottom right hand side, and it pops up with a new box. So here you've got the option name, so we might go extra large. Now if you wanted to add an image you can, but you really don't have to, especially if you're not using it by image. So if you're just using select, you don't need to worry about the image, and then you've got to enter the sort order if you're running on a different sort. So this way, by entering the sort order number, we can make sure it goes small, medium, large, extra large to kind of keep them in order. And then what we do is we just hit save on the top right hand side, and that's just saved the new options. That gives us the ability to add that into a product now. Okay, so I'll jump straight into adding a product now. So opening the product screen, this is the list of all the products that are currently there. So there are currently 19 products, and just this one page of the products we've got. So straight up, this is what you can see. You can see the default product image, product name, the model number, the price, and if it's got a special price, the quantity you've got left in stock, and whether it's enabled or disabled. So to set up a product, we'll just click up on insert up the top right, Now the two fields, just like this is pretty much exactly like adding a category for this page anyway. So we've got product name, so we'll just go product 1. Now meta tag, description and keywords you don't have to worry about. Again, that's just from an SEO point of view. If you'd like, you can hire someone like me to go over the site and help you with these two, but you really just don't need it when you're just setting up the products to get going. What Opencart does is it will automatically pull the description and put that in as your meta tag description. It will pull the first a certain amount of characters and put that in for you to kind of give you a boost in the rankings where it can. Okay, so description, just like before, you can type something, so it's product description, and then you can select it and bold it and really whatever you want there. So you got a few different options here. So yeah, italic, underline, you can strike it out. If you want numbers, so you can do a dot point list, numbered list. And so here you can select insert an image. So you just click the image button. So now inserting an image, you've got a few different options here, but what you hit is browse server. That'll create a little pop-up into the image manager. So the best way to handle images is here you can create a folder. So let's go here, and what I'll do product images. Now what that allows you to do is it allows you to click upload, and it'll pop up an image uploader. And so that allows you to upload any image you want from your computer. But what I'll do is I'll just insert a image from the demo. So let's just go it's Canon camera. So the image pops up here. Now alt text. If you have the time when you insert an image into a product, this is what a search engine will read. So let's just go Canon camera. So now Google will know that image is about a Canon camera. Now you can add a border here and you can give it spacing if you want, but you really don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. That alignment, so whether you want it to align to the left or to the right is what you can set. Otherwise you can just leave it to be the default, which is wherever you really put it. You click OK, and that camera image pops up there. So that's the product description. Now there's a few more things we have to go through before the product's set up. So we've got a data tab up the top here. Now model is required. You can use this pretty much as your SKU, but by default by default Opencart runs on a model system. So this will be the number that you got off your manufacturer, or the number you've assigned to that product, so that you know exactly what that product is. So you might have two products that are very similar, but they differ by a very little bit, and this is pretty much what you'll use to determine which product is which. Now this model number can also be searched by people in Google to find a cheaper price on the product. So if they're searching for if they found the product on one site, the model number's there, they think, I wonder if I can get it cheaper. They might just Google that model number because they know they're going to get that exact same product and find the exact price that someone else is selling it for, and then they'll be able to work out if it's cheaper. So that is needed. You can create a number if you don't have one, but you definitely need something to put in there. You don't have to worry about any of these down through to location. Now location is where the actual product is located. So you can say that the location is, say you've got a store in Adelaide and you've got a store in Queensland. You can say that it's in Queensland, but you really don't need this. You can just ignore this one. Opencart does have a lot of fields like this that you just ignore. It just gives you the option to take it to the next step if you want to in the future. Now price is obviously needed, so you just enter it in there. Don't worry about the dollar symbol, just enter a number and then the decimal and if it's got any cents to it. So $99.95. Now tax class, I'll go through that a little bit later, but for now we just leave that at none. Now quantity, so say I've only got 10 of these, I'll enter 10. And minimum quantity is the forced amount that someone must purchase. I don't currently have anyone using this, but if you were to say if you were to force someone to buy 3 at a time, then you'd enter 3. and then they can order 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they can't order 1 or 2 of it. It's got to be at least 3. Subtract stock. If you are running a stock system and you do want to count it, then you do have to make this yes, keep it yes. But if you don't wish to count your stock and you just wish to order as you sell, or you know you have plenty of something, that's where you make it no. Now, if that is the case, just let me know and I can install an extension for you that will automatically make everything no. And so it pretty much will make you not need to count your stock or worry about changing any of these settings as you create products. Now, out of stock status, you can change your out of stock status just if to anything you want, and you can create new statuses. So basically, if a product runs out of stock, you can change it here to what the product says. So you could make it say 2 to 3 days if you want. So instead of saying out of stock, it'll say 2 to 3 days, then they know to come back in a few days, or they know they might still be able to place the order, and then it will take a few days to get to you and then out to them. SEO keyword, another thing you don't have to worry about. This is I will install an extension for you to automatically create this. Now, image. So this is the first image of the product. So I'll go down to demo again, and let's go this camera image. So this is only the first image. This is the main image that will show up. If you want to add additional images, this isn't what you use. There's another tab which I'll show you in a minute. But this is just for the first image here. Now, date available, you can choose to set this in the future if you want a product. If you got, say, a back order of new stock coming in a month, you can choose to set this forward, and it will allow users to place a date or place an order or bookmark the page to come back to it in the future. Dimensions, so you can set in length, width, and height of the product. Now, this is best if you are using a shipping module that calculates based on size, and the same for weight. If you're using a shipping module that's based on weight, you can enter it here, and then the shipping module will calculate your price for you based on that. You can choose to display the dimensions and the weight on the product page if you wish. Not too many people take notice of this, but if you do have a product that people are looking at the size, it is still good to enter both of those things in there, and then they can still get an idea of it without you having to put it in the description. So yeah, when you enter the size, you can choose whether it's centimeter, millimeter, inch. Same for the weight, kilogram, gram, pound, or ounce. And status, so if you want to disable a product and no one can view it on your site, you just simply set it as disabled, and then later on you can come back and set it as enabled. Okay, so once all that stuff's done and you know you've got all the stuff you acquire in there, you click on the links tab in the top. Now, this is where we can set our manufacturer. So for manufacturer, let's go Canon, and it pops up in the drop down. And then categories, so we entered, let's see what pops up for cameras. So cameras. Now you can insert multiple categories, so let's find out another category that we want to. Let's put it in components as well. Components. So you simply type in the category, comes up in the drop down with whatever begins with those letters you've typed in. See? And then you just click on the name that comes up. Now you can remove the categories by just clicking on the little red minus symbol, and it will just get rid of it. Filters, you don't have to worry about. That's another step to take in Opencart, allowing you to set up different filters for it so your customers can filter based on whatever filters you have set up on the website. So there are many different things you can do with this. It does take Opencart to the next level. It is a bit more advanced, so I will have to show you that if you want to use it. But for now, you just have to pretty much ignore it. Downloads it's built in there if you want to sell an electronic product. So some people like to sell user manuals or guides, anything like that, like ebooks. You can still sell that stuff as a digital download. So you just pretty much enter the file name here, and it allows the download to be added onto it. Okay, so we'll go. The next thing is attribute. Now, like I was saying earlier, with attributes, you don't have to worry about this for now. This is just another thing that you can filter by and allows you to offer your users a comparison chart. It's just another step if you want to choose to take it in the future, at which I can give you more information about it. But for now, on the initial product setup, I don't advise it. It just adds too much time to your setup. So then the next thing's option. So say this was to come in 2 different colors, just got to type the option name, which, let's just say 2 different sizes. So here we got size. So first option is whether it's required or not. So you could choose, basically if you had that set as no, they couldn't get any size they wanted. Oh, sorry, any size that you had in stock. Whereas if you have this selected to yes, it means they must choose a size to be able to place the order. So to add an option value, just click add option value. So I'll just add 2 here. So we'll have small and we'll have large. So this is where we can enter the quantity. So let's say we've got 10 smalls and 5 larges, whether it's subtract stock, which yes, because we're counting stock. Now here you can set it up to add a price. So let's just say the large was an extra $30. Now points. Excuse me. Opencart has a point system by default whereby you can reward your users with points if they make a purchase. So say every $1,000 they spent, they got 1,000 points. And then say 100 points equals $1. So if they spent $1,000 with you, they could get 10 free dollars worth in points. I don't have any clients currently using this. I see it as just another step if you want to take it with Opencart, but there are other ways to reward your users, and the point system just gets out of hand a little bit. They just forget about it, and it is a bit hard to keep track of, so I just kind of ignore it. And then the weight, so you could say that it's an extra. If you are counting weight, it's an extra 2. Now this weight here is based on whatever the weight is you entered back in data. So if we did enter a weight, let's say 10 kilograms, so entering it in the option here, that will be 2 kilograms. If you entered it in as 10 grams before, that'll be 2 grams. So it's based on whatever weight unit you selected earlier. So the next step, we'll click on discount. Now what this discount is, it allows you to add a discount based on a customer group. I'll go into customer groups a bit later on. But based on how many they're purchasing. This is how many are available at that price. So let's just say 10 are available at $49.95, and it starts then and ends then. Now, instead of using the discount, I recommend using a special. So what this does is it's basically a dumbed down discount to the point that you don't enter any quantities available, you don't enter any of that. It's just the price, the date start, and the date end. Much easier to keep track of, and you just leave it at this, and it works. So with this one, customer group, so by default everyone's a default customer priority. You don't have to worry about that. That's for multiple specials. Just leave it at that. Price, so we'll go, yeah, $49.95, and it starts yesterday and it ends tomorrow. Then we click on the next tab up here, so it's image. Now this is where we can add multiple images. So you add the first image back in data, and then here's where you add your second, third, fourth, fifth image. Excuse me. So you just press add image here. You just press add image, and then over here you click browse. Now so that'll do the image pop up again. So you just go to the folder that you have your images in, and we'll add this one. So we just double click it, and it's there. Now, and so you can add as many images as you want. I normally recommend no more than 3 or 4 if you can avoid it. Most products you'll find you only add 1 or 2. It is great when you have different options available for your product, so you can show off the red, the blue, the green, the yellow, or the different sizes, or whatever you want. So you can add the other as many images as you want, but try not to overload the design with too many. The next tab's reward points. So this is how many reward points are needed to buy the item, and how many reward points they'll get when they buy it. Pretty much like I said earlier, just ignore it. Don't worry about points. And then design, you don't have to worry about design override. That's just another step you can take in the future. So then, once all that's done, you just hit save in the top right. Oops, I think I missed something. Oops, I missed the product number model. So we'll go model 1. And you just hit save again, and there we go. So that's just added the product there. So if we scroll down, we've got the product there. So that's all there. So in the future, we can come back and press edit. So I'll just go over another one for you. So we'll go over the Apple Cinema 30-inch. So you got product name, they've got the description here. And we click to the data, they've got the model, price, minimum quantity. Here they've entered some dimensions, weight. They've got two categories, desktops and components monitors. They have added some related products. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed this before, but another feature you can do is related products. So related products will show at the bottom of your, depending on your design, will show either at the bottom or in another tab. So here for the Apple Cinema 30-inch, there's 2 related products here. You've got iPhone and iMac. So that's entered here. So whatever your product name is, so if we wanted the product I just created to come up here, I can just type product and product 1 and it'll add as a related product. So attributes, they've got clock speed 100 megahertz, don't have to worry about that. Here they've got a few different options, but this is what the options look like. So checkbox 1, 2, 3, 4, quantities, they've got different prices, no points, and the different weights for each of them. Now they've got a couple different discounts, so 10 at that price, 20 there, and 30 there. Be a special, so they've got it at $90 from forever, basically. So if you enter that price, that date, that Opencart reads that as pretty much an unlimited special. But I do advise that you do use dates, so you can keep track of it and you know when your specials obviously start and end. They've entered a few different images here. Reward points, they have entered the points. And then yeah, the design hasn't been touched. So that's the product. So the other things you've got down here, you got your downloads if you do want to set up some digital downloads. But I won't worry about that today. You've got your reviews. So if someone leaves a review on your product, they're all viewed here. And then you can also insert your own review. So you can click, you can see insert was in the back top right, and then opens up this page. So you can type the author's name, Sam, the product, so product 1, and then choose the rating for it and enabled. So this does allow you to create some fake reviews if you chose to for your product, but it would be more used for if a customer gave you a review in an email, you can post it up yourself, or if they gave you a review over the phone, that sort of thing. So just cancel that one. And then information is the other big thing you'll need. So with the information, these are your pages on your website that aren't products. So you've got your about us, delivery information, privacy policy, and terms and conditions. Now, privacy policy and terms and conditions can really be merged into one page, but then delivery information and about us are 2 of the most important pages on your website. You would be surprised about how many people actually view your about us and your delivery information page. So to edit the page, you just click edit in the top right hand side, and it comes up with the editor again, so you can type in whatever you want. So our company are the cheapest available, and there. So what we do, you can then click data and you get the SEO keyword in here, and whether this information page is displayed in the bottom footer. So that's just ticked, so it is displayed down here. There it is, about us. You've got delivery information and the other 2. So we just click save with that one. And that's it. So in the about us, try write a couple hundred words about your company. Delivery information, you want to basically say your delivery prices, and if you have offering free shipping, and who you're using. Another big thing are your terms of delivery. So this is where you have to say that if the customer isn't home, it's going to be left at the door or around the side, that sort of thing, to kind of cover you a little bit. People will visit the delivery information page. I normally have, from statistics I've been looking at, it's about 5 to 10% of people placing an order will go to this page. And that's just from my own clients' sites that I've seen that sort of percentage. So I do have one client, 30% of their orders visit that page first. So it is extremely needed. You do need it. Okay, so that's catalog. Now extensions. So extensions, modules. Now these are various modules about the website. So to edit the featured products on the homepage, these products here. So they've got 6 products listed. So you go down to featured, click edit, and it pops up the products here that'll be rotated through. So to remove a product, you just press the red arrow, and to add a product, you just type it in and then click on it from the drop down. This you don't have to worry about at the bottom here. That is a bit more advanced. That's basically just redesigning the whole layout of the website. I'll handle that for you, and if you do want to do it yourself, then I can talk you through it over the phone. It isn't too hard, but it's just another step that I really don't want to talk about in the video. You have the same thing with the other ones, other than basically the featured one for readjusting the products. That's all you really need to worry about. So, but here, shipping. So extensions, shipping. This is all the shipping modules that are available on the website. I have an Australia Post module that I will install for people. Opencart comes with a default one now, but it isn't the best. The one I can install takes it to the next step. But for now, what there is here is a flat rate. Now, what I install for my clients is a multiple flat rate extension, which allows you to not only have just the $5 flat rate as it's here, it allows you to have a $5, $10, $15. It means you can offer regular post, express post, and then also insurance if you want to on top of that. So this is just setting up for that. So other than the price, you don't have to worry about any other setups on this one. So we'll just go cancel. But there are a few other options there. So then we'll go down to extensions, payments. Now these are all the payment modules that are accepted by Opencart. So the main ones that are used, we've got bank transfer. You've got COD, cash on delivery, if you want to offer that. Check money order. Some people like to offer it, but not so much anymore, because anyone that was going to do a check money order can normally do a bank transfer these days. But the main one is PayPal standard. So I'll handle this for you. All it needs is your PayPal email, so I don't need any access to your PayPal account, just the email address, and I will set that up for you. So we've got different names of order totals here. This is just another thing, you don't have to worry about it. I'll handle this one for you. Just something else that's there that you don't need to know about. So then the next tab is sales. So this is where all the orders that are placed with you would be listed, and it just comes up with an edit button, and it will show you what the sale looks like, and it will show you the amount, the customer, all that sort of stuff. Now what Opencart has built in is a return system. So down in the footer here, it's got returns. Now what this allows you to basically do is accept returns from your customers, whereby it automatically handles it all for you other than the posting of it. So it allows the customer to come in, enter their name, email, phone number, order ID, and the product they ordered with the code and what's wrong with it. Every question just straight into your Opencart system. Now you'll receive an email if a returns request is done. Even if you aren't offering returns, I'd suggest you just leaving it there, allowing them. It does instill a bit more confidence in your site. The fact that that's there allows your customers to see that you do have a returns form there they can fill out if they wish. But some people offer products that can't be returned for obvious reasons. Okay, the next thing we've got. So then you got your customer listings here. So sales, customers, and this will list all your customers, and it will show the orders they've got for them. basically all the contact details, their phone number, anything you need to know about the customer, it'll be there. So you've got your affiliates. Here it will list the affiliates again. If they sign up with you, they can promote your products for a fee. By default it's 5%. We can turn this off for you if you wish, but they have to be approved anyway, so it's great. Excuse me, it's great to just leave it there. Coupons. You can run a coupon if you wish. So here's a few that are up there. So we've got a 10% discount coupon code. We've also got the $10 discount coupon code. So to create a coupon code, top right hand side, we just click insert. You got the coupon name. So let's go coupon 1. The code. So we'll go coupon 12. Whether it's a percentage or a fixed amount. So if it's a percentage, we'll enter 10. Now the total amount that the order must reach before the coupon is valid. So you might be offering a 10% coupon if the order reaches $100. So we'll do that. Whether the customer has to be logged in. So yes, so that the customer physically has to actually log into the store before they can use the coupon from you. Free shipping. So we can choose to null the cost of the shipping if you wish. So you can just have a coupon that all it does is free shipping. You can choose here to specify certain products that the coupon works with. So if there's only going to be that one product, you can enter that. It's great for email campaigns to promote a new product if you wish. Same too for the category. So on the homepage, if you wanted to add desktops, 10% discount coupon for desktops, all you do is type in desktops and it pops up. So you got the date start here today and ends tomorrow. How many times the coupon can be used. So if you only wanted to limit it, if you wanted to post it on your Facebook page and limit it to 2 uses, just write 2. That means only the first 2 customers that actually place an order with that coupon will be allowed to use it. Now obviously you can just ignore that, and you can create a uses per customer. So you can, if they're signing up with you or just placing an order, this will work off their email or their account. So you can limit it to being used once or twice by that customer, meaning they can't use that same coupon again. Then what you do is you just hit save, and we just added a new coupon, coupon 1. And then the next thing here that you need to know about, gift vouchers. So you can add a gift voucher. Top right hand side, insert the code for the voucher, who it's from, the email it's from, and the to name and to email. You've got the themes, which I'll go into in a second, and then you've got the message and the amount. I tend not to use this side of the gift vouchers too much. More so, I use coupons and get people to send out coupons to people. It's much easier to manage, but what the gift voucher system does is it allows a user to come down here and actually purchase a gift voucher from you. So there is a setting in there to allow for you to specify the voucher size. By default, it's between $1 and 1,000, which is what I normally leave it at. You don't get too many people actually buying these, but they can fill this out and it adds it to the cart, so they can actually purchase this $25 voucher for $25. But here it allows you to actually set up the voucher themes. So back here you got voucher, gift certificate theme, birthday, Christmas, general. So if we just go edit on the general, it's just got an image and the name. All you need to worry about, it's not hard. You just set up the different theme names and that's it. You just let it go. So the next thing you need to worry about is settings, and this will be pretty much the main last thing. And this is the main store settings. So we'll click edit on the right hand side. And so here you've got your store name. So yeah, your store, the store owner. So this will be shown on the contact details. The name there, you've got the address, and you've got email and the phone number. I highly advise both showing your address and your telephone. Definitely need an email without question, so sorry, you need all 3. What the address and the telephone number will do is instill another level of confidence in your customer, and it just gives them more of a feeling that they know they can contact you or send you an email, give you a phone call, or send you a letter if they want to know that their order is by a physical company, and it's not some guy from China or something taking the order. So there's those settings, which are pretty much the only settings you have to worry about. Then there's a few settings in here that I'll play with to get set up for you. So you got your title here, you got your meta tab description. Here's where you select the template for your site. You got the different country settings here. So like I said, I'll set all this up for you. So I'll make it nice and quick. You got currencies, which you don't have to worry about because I'll do it all for you. Options, so a few different options here. Default items per page, in the administration. Here's where you set your vouchers. So if you wanted to make the minimum $50 to $1,000, you can do that. And that's pretty much all you need to worry about there. So images, that's just the store logo icon and your little favicon icon, which is this little icon in the left-hand side of the browser tab. Don't have to worry about that. I'll set that up for you. Same as FTP, fraud, and server. That's all good. So the other thing that you should be using a bit is your reporting. So what we'll do is we'll go down to sales now. Because there's no orders in here, I'm not going to be able to show you too much. But what this will do is allow you to filter by, say, a financial year if you wanted to. So you could go back to July 1 up to now, and you just hit and you filter it by months. And what that will do is that'll show you all the statistics for July, August, September, October, all the way through to now. It's great for you to be able to monitor it and show a month-by-month growth or a loss if that's what's happening with you. I can run a report for you and generate an export of a report. I can also install extensions that will take reporting to the next level. But yeah, that's basically that's the good stuff of the Opencart backend. There is some more stuff to it. If you want some more training or something, you can give me a call anytime. But thanks for coming to check out my video, and I hope you learnt something. If you want to send me an email or give me a phone call, my contact details are at the bottom of the video. You can also subscribe to my mailing list to receive any future videos. But thanks for coming along and watching my first video, and good luck with your Opencart store.